What's up LEGO fans, it's LEGO Man Cam, and today I'm going to be talking about LEGO Avatar. No, not The Last Airbender, although I do wish they made more sets on the theme. I'll be talking about the Blue People from James Cameron's 2009 movie, which is set to become the next multi-title epic blockbuster franchise. In 2022, LEGO released a number of sets based on the original and sequel films that released around the same time. However, with 9 sets being released, with 4 in October and 5 in January of 2023, all of these sets are set to have retired by the end of this year. And with no new sets on the horizon, is this the end of the theme? In this video, I'll be discussing what went wrong here and whether we could see the theme return, with the next installment in this series set to release in 2025 to look at the Fire Tribe. Let me firstly just cover the 9 sets that we actually got for the theme, with the first 4 being based on the original film and the remaining 5 being about The Way of Water, the sequel. Beginning with the October 2022 wave, with set 75571, there was Neytiri and Thanator versus AMP Suit Quaritch for $45 with 560 pieces. Then there was Jake and Neytiri's first Banshee Flight, a 572-piece set for $60, followed by the Floating Mountains, Site 26 and RDA Samson, an 887-piece set for $100, and then last from the first film was the Torak Makto and Tree of Souls for $150 with 1,212 pieces. Then, releasing in January of 2023, there was set 75575 Elu Discovery, a 179-piece set for $25. Then was the Skimwing Adventure for $35 with 259 pieces. Next was the Mako Submarine at $60 with 553 pieces. There was then the Metcaina Reef Home, a 528-piece set for $80. And last was the Payakan, the Tuluk, and Crab Suit, 761 pieces for $100. Overall, looking at these sets, I honestly think they're actually all pretty awesome looking. From the first wave, the Tree of Souls looks amazing and really unique, with the Floating Mountains set being the least interesting. However, all the sets are pretty appropriately priced, with a good selection of minifigures and varied builds. The longer arms and legs do help to make the minifigures feel more alien-like too, and the graphic design work looks pretty incredible. The second wave of sets are slightly weaker in my opinion, while still offering some great elements. The Skimwing and Elu sets both look very similar, and both being at a lower price point, they just kind of blend together for me. The Mako Submarine is fine, it's just not very memorable. The Reef Home and Payakan are the best sets from the wave, but both suffer from being decently overpriced for what they actually are. They should both be about 15% cheaper. Minifigure wise though, they all look really great again, and I especially love the brighter blue colour for the Na'vi figures. Anyway, now that we've looked at the actual sets that were released, let's look at what is actually happening. Now, I can only speak for Australia, as that's where I'm from, however these sets have been on major clearance in multiple locations. I personally purchased the Floating Mountains set, a set that retails for $160 Australian for just $55 on clearance at Target, literally 60% off.
Mexico.
The fact that I could find a set for that much discount and it was still in stock for more than like a minute is crazy to me. With that as well, I've seen multiple other sets go on clearance that have either sold out or were still not even that appealing. Like the Skimwing and Elu Discovery have been on clearance at about 40% off and still not sold out, as well as the Payakan set being at 50% off.
I'm thinking we go big on this one, like I want to set a world record on this bad boy. Oh, I like the sound of that. Highest grossing movie of all time? Maybe. So what? Movie with the most frequent use of the word bro. Yeah, they're gonna say bro a crazy number of times. All right. Bro.
So it's obvious these sets aren't selling well, or else they obviously wouldn't be put to such heavy discount. Take LEGO Star Wars for example. A set can't go for more than around 30% off without being snatched up, and sets rarely ever actually make it to clearance. Okay, well maybe the Young Jedi Adventures set is an exception.
Woody.
So what happened here? As the second movie was a box office dominator, making a total of $2.3 billion and placing it as the third highest grossing film of all time, just behind Avengers Endgame and the first Avatar film, which is the highest grossing film ever. Therefore, something just didn't mesh between the LEGO products and the film itself. The other big LEGO themes are all action based, think Star Wars, Marvel or Jurassic Park, Whereas Avatar isn't necessarily as such. Avatar's primary audience isn't children either. While yes, adults do enjoy Star Wars and Marvel, majority of the films and products are aimed at kids or teens, whereas with both Avatar films, they are much longer and slower paced, and explore complex themes such as sustainability, while still including some large action sequences. So looking at the sets themselves, or being based on the movies, are they appealing to LEGO's target market, who are also children? If LEGO sets are being based on a movie that a child hasn't seen or has any interest in, why is the child, or their parent for that case, going to buy it for them, rather than something from Jurassic Park or Harry Potter? Let's also compare the actual sets themselves. While Avatar sets were a large fictional flying land or swimming creatures, the other more technological sets such as the crab walker or submarine or helicopter were rather dull, featuring a bland sand green and grey colour scheme, which makes you think about which kid is going to choose this set over a flaming red Ninjago motorcycle or maybe a Star Wars or Marvel mech suit. So you're all probably asking, how do we know that LEGO Avatar is truly dead? Well, there is one major contributing factor, and it has to do with set numbers. As we've already established, the 9 Avatar sets span set numbers 75571 to 75579. So logically, if we were to get a new set, it would continue on being 75580. However, no Avatar set exists with that set number. But actually, a brand new Despicable Me 4 set does.
What?
As with the new line of sets released for the movie this year, they start at the number 75580, seemingly putting an end to the new Avatar line. This might not seem like too big of a deal, however, there are thousands of numbers for them to choose from, with only a few hundred sets being made each year. If LEGO wasn't done with Avatar, then why would they begin a new theme directly the one single set number next to a previous one? In saying that though, how long was this theme really supposed to be around for? With such limited content to actually make sets and toys from, perhaps just 2 waves were the full plan for this theme, and with large gaps between films, maybe this was seen as the guinea pig waves, and if they were successful, the theme would continue on. It's just that as Avatar seems to be Disney's big next franchise, it will certainly not be LEGO's next biggest theme. Sure, the theme may return, as the 3rd installment in the franchise is set to be released in December of 2025, however, with such poor sales of these sets, I highly doubt that happening. Does this mean the end of single LEGO movie themes? In previous years, we've seen tons of LEGO themes based upon single movies, such as the Lone Ranger or Prince of Persia, but do these themes actually have much potential to survive for long, or are they dead on arrival? I'll be exploring all the failed single wave LEGO themes in a future video, but please subscribe and like the video to let me know in the comments if that video interests you. I'll see you in the next one.